Hi, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be discussing a fix for an iPhone problem where your iPhone with a lightning jack will not charge. But this fix is a little more specific in its symptoms, in that not only will your phone not charge, you also will not be able to plug in an adapter, let's just say like this one right here, to where you can then plug in an HDMI cable, run it to your TV, and then play videos or show photos from your phone on your television. Not only will you not be able to charge your phone, but that function will also not work, and that leads us directly to the lightning port on your iPhone. Now, just so we're all familiar with what the lightning port is on your phone, it looks something like this. It's a very small port, and the end of your cable charger will look like this. It's flat and it has white contacts on either side of this little flat, I'll just call it a paddle. So let's get down to it. As I said, I had this problem with my phone before, and I found the answer in the most unlikely of places, which was at my local car stereo shop. Now, rewind just a little bit, my phone stopped charging, and we all know that when our phones stop charging, the world stops turning. And so you just can't have that. Luckily for me, I had a small surface charger where you can just lie your phone on it and it will charge. And so that was great in the meantime until I could figure out how to get my phone to my local repair shop. I do have insurance on the phone, so that is good. I do recommend that if you're going to get a phone, get the insurance just in case something like this happens. But in the meantime, I did have this surface charger. It worked fine. It didn't charge very quickly. It's great for sitting on the side of the bed at night, but it didn't charge fully, and then I would have to take it with me. I had it on the console of my car as I was driving, plugged into the USB. It wouldn't charge much then, so I always found myself running behind with juice. 20%, 10%, and I've got to plug this little disc in everywhere I go. And so I made the appointment to go get my phone replaced, basically. I called, they said there's no really repair, we'll replace it. And that in itself is such a huge hassle because there's, signing into all your apps, the backup, everything else. It's just a hassle. And who wants to do that? So, but I had resigned myself. This is what's got to happen. I made the appointment, and my phone store is actually very close to the car audio store, and I actually had to go and do something there. And before I went to the appointment, I go to my car audio store. I say, hey, here I am for my appointment for this, and by the way, do you have an outlet I can use? The person there directs me over to the wall, sees me unpack my backpack, put the disc out, get the cord, and start plugging it in. He says, so your iPhone's not charging? And I said, yeah. And he's like, do you have a lightning jack? And I said, yeah. And he says, well, I think I might have a fix for you. I bet you keep your phone in your pocket, right? And I said, yeah. I do. And he said, yeah, that's usually what happens. I think I might have the fix for you. Hang on one second. I've got a tool for you. So he goes back into the back room somewhere, and I'm thinking to myself, what luck, this is great. This guy's got this magical little tool, and it's going to help me fix my phone, and my fingers are crossed, and I'm like, yeah, this is neat. I can't wait to see what this tool is. And he comes back out, and he says, you're not going to believe this, but this is your tool. And he pulls out a small plastic zip tie, just like this one right here. And he says to me, now this is what you need to use. A lot of people, when they keep their phones in their pockets, you get lint scraping off of the inside of your pocket, and over time, even the smallest amount of lint can build up in there and keep the lightning cord from plugging all the way in. And that disrupts your signal not only to charge, but it also won't let any signal exchange happen with adapters. And I thought, well, that's me right there. And so he proceeds to take this small plastic zip tie, and he said, now, it's got to be a zip tie. You can't use a toothpick because it'll get stuck in there, and if you break it off in there, then you're in even more trouble than you were before. And you don't want to use a paper clip because it's metal and you can short out the phone. Makes sense. So he gets this little zip tie, and he takes a pair of snips, and he proceeds to cut the wire tie off at a 45-degree angle, like so. And he takes the wire tie with the now sharp end and starts digging into the lightning port on the phone. And he says, you have to do this a lot. You might not even get very much out. You might not even think it's anything at all, but a little bit even can disrupt the jack from seating all the way and making the connection. So as we dig this out, its tiniest little bits of lint do come out. Okay, so this is actually the amount of fluff that came out of my iPhone. And mind you, my iPhone isn't even having problems right now. I had already fixed the issue, but this is a few months after I cleaned it. And already there's that kind of buildup. So this is something you want to do regularly. And so with that lint out, I proceed to take my normal charging cord, plug it into the wall, and then I go to plug it into my phone, and I'm holding my breath, and it works. I couldn't believe my luck. Yeah, I fixed my phone problem. I didn't have to go through the whole hassle of getting my phone replaced, signing into the apps, all the backup, everything that we talked about before. Didn't have to happen. I gladly canceled my appointment and went on my merry way, thanking this person profusely as I left. So I hope this helps you with your problem. Let me know in the comments if it did. If it didn't, maybe we can work something out together. I have a previous video, a short actually, on when a video won't upload, and that has helped a lot of people, and it's also not helped some people, and we were able to kind of maybe figure out a little bit of a workaround for some of that. So if this doesn't work, let me know in the comments. I'm trying. I did my best. It worked for me. I hope it works for you. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I will see you soon.
You need to go higher for that. Yeah. I'm trying to focus it. Okay, it's not focusing.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Any shine to it? Okay,
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome.